everyone, what's up? Welcome on Section 51. You are watching DozGeek on Section 51 on YouTube. And welcome to this new adventure. Welcome to this new video. And a very surprising video today, because we are going to talk about a scientist who revealed that he had an encounter with extraterrestrial life or extraterrestrial entities. Wow, that sounds amazing. An amazing story. Maybe it's a complete imaginary story, a simple dream, or maybe this is true. And if it's true, I don't know how to react to this. But let me invite you to discover this new article together and to check the credibility of all these new informations. Right now. Okay, so we are on the website monkeyand-elf.com. That's a clear title, I would say. Monkey and Elf. You have categories about cosmos, culture, science, unknown, wisdom, fiction. And here we are in the category unknown, and it was published on December 2019. Yes, I know it's an old article, but I like to share these old articles with you, because sometimes we have some good information, some gold information. If I had to resume it, I would say I am curious, and I like this that kind of story. Okay, is it a problem for you? So we have a little drawing here with some I guess that this is our guy lying in his bed, and at the bottom of the bed we have three entities with big eyes, some extraterrestrial entities, and here we have a big screen, a TV screen, which is on the Section 51 YouTube channel, of course. And here we have the desk. And here we have the window. Okay. So the title of the article is Deep Prasad, a scientist, confesses to having not sexual relations, no, to having an encounter with extraterrestrial entities. Deep Prasad is a scientist who works in the field of quantum physics, especially in its application to the field of computers and technology. However, at the end of last month, so December, I think, he published an extensive series of off-topic messages on his Twitter account, where he claimed to have had an encounter with entities from another world ethereal in appearance that showed him holographically strange hieroglyphic symbols. Deep Prasad is here on the right with the glasses, with the theoretical physicist Michio Kaku. The transcription, so it must be some kind of serious guy. The transcription of mysterious tweets from Deep Prasad is mentioned below. It's Thanksgiving, and this post will surely prove complicated for many. In fact, speaking objectively, it is not a good idea for me to write what I'm going to write, since each scientist has a target on his back in the UFO community, and I am still a technological CEO. Earlier this year, in February, I had such... So it was February 2019, I believe. I had such an absurd and amazing experience that it changed my life. It happened in my home in broad daylight at about 9:40 a.m. I will leave out some details for I have more security and can expand more. But in short, I was paralyzed against my will. I could not move and I had three entities before me. Could I be crazy? I think I am? Obviously not. Could this have been a hallucination? I can prove if it was or not, otherwise I wouldn't be so worried about sharing this. And here we have again the little drawing. Sincerely, it is not very difficult to make a better drawing than this. Maybe that's why he is a scientist and not a comic artist. These entities projected hundreds or perhaps thousands of sentences and paragraphs in a language that looked like a mixture of Japanese and Egyptian hieroglyphs. Hey, maybe that was the Japanese scientist Michio Kaku that was making him a joke or a prank. No, let's stay serious. I was terrified and I could barely move my body. I couldn't believe what was happening to me. I tried to convince myself that I was having some kind of attack or had passed out and that what I saw couldn't really be happening. However, it felt more real than reality itself. More real than reality itself. I was scared, I couldn't move and had no control of the situation, but I could think perfectly well. My mind was running at 1,000 per hour. Are these things real? Is it happening right now? Is my family or friends ready for this if it happens to them? Are they going to kill me? How do I let them know that I do not want to die and that I'm not a street? At the same time, he tried to make sense of the symbols. It was incredibly frustrating that I couldn't understand or translate them. The sentences and paragraphs passed quickly and I could only distinguish a word in English. I saw it at least 3 times, DNA. This means that whoever or whatever was doing this, even if it was my own brain, clearly understood English, but I was choosing not to use it for everything. And here we have some written lines. Maybe, yes, just after his encounter, he wrote all these lines in order to remember his experience. The image of my room disappeared if I raised my head a little. Also, doing so was difficult since I immediately felt nauseous. When I disappeared, I realized that I was no longer in my room, but somewhere else. When I rested my head back on the pillow, the image of the room returned, along with the symbols. Then I decided to stop fighting what was happening, and for some strange reason, I no longer felt fear but a total fascination. Fear returned every once in a while, but at that point, I was already watching everything around me carefully. The color of their suits, their height, their ways, etc. At one point, one of them jumped on me and slowly walked towards my head. Before I did this, the being was on the floor near my TV and showing these beautiful golden holograms in the middle of his suit. When he jumped, these holograms did too. Seeing this, I immediately wondered, is it a damn joke? What is wrong with me? What are these things? Because I assure you, they didn't look like what you would expect from an alien. These things seemed etheric in nature, hard to describe. voluminous head, long and had depth from front of head to back, tight one-piece suit, white, golden symbol, dynamically rotating. Once he was on me, he walked forward so slowly and carefully that I felt I was being treated like an animal. I felt a light hitting me on the top of my head, and suddenly a feeling of euphoria and joy that I had never experienced invaded me. I will try to describe it in the best possible way. I felt that the universe was aware of my existence. It was like a warm thought that reminded me that space is full of life and that we all relate to everyone by virtue of their existence. Oneness, that word made no sense to me until that day. After a few minutes of experiencing this, I lost consciousness and then woke up instantly. Not a minute had passed since the experience had begun. I looked everywhere, completely shocked that time had not passed. I still believe that what happened could be an authentic experience, but I question it less now than before. In addition, all this happened just 3 months since I became interested in ufology. So I even doubted the experience. I had tweeted Deep Prasad. I doubt whether or not to delete these tweets, because I was upset by the lack of physical evidence and could be a great falsehood. However, this pushed me to become even more interested in the subject. I decided that I needed to find more people who had this kind of experience. So I contracted the Toronto CE5 group, which I left after 2 sessions because one of the types in charge is a total lunatic. I booked entry for the SCU, Scientific Coalition for UAP Studies, Scientific Coalition for the Study of UFOs conference, and thus meet Al and Luis Elizondo next month. I needed to know who these people were, what was happening, and if I had officially gone mad. A lot of you have started following me since my SCU post, and I have only learned more and more. My life has become more strange since I had this experience. Very, very rare. First of all, something else happened a few weeks before. An acquaintance committed suicide, and also we weren't so close, we had a relationship. Finding out about his death traumatized me, affected my work. However, after having had the experience with the entities, the feeling of uniqueness that I had is not gone. The euphoria part, sure, but I started to be much better mentally speaking. I no longer had anxiety, depression, fear or stress. I felt love for everyone, and it was very difficult for me to get mad at someone, and if I did, it didn't last long. It was objectively a better version of myself. My beliefs in God changed almost instantly too, from being an atheist to someone spiritual. I began to have dreams where I saw myself inside one of these UFOs, about which one commonly reads, mostly symbols and orbs. Some of the characters that appeared in my dreams spoke to me telepathically. Never in my life had I dreamed of this kind of thing until this year. I also experienced impossible electrical anomalies anywhere during the first 2 weeks after the event. This led me to be a little unnerved by the situation because I felt that, in a way, I had lost my free will. The idea of not feeling fear and having unconditional love for everything did not come from me. I didn't think it was something I would have won, and it certainly wasn't normal, so it was liberating. If everyone experienced the mental state I was in, everything would be better overnight. I am convinced that hate, fear, anger, depression, and anxiety would disappear from society. After a couple of weeks, this feeling, this mental state, waned until I became myself. Sometimes I would like to go back to the way things were during those 2 weeks after the experience, but it is better to make a conscious effort to return to that state of mind. On the other hand, weeks later I had my first UFO sightings, and in total I have had 4 since then, 2 of which I have managed to record. On 3 of the 4 opportunities there were other people with me. Yes, this is my life now, and it has changed for the better. It has become more complex and took me to where I am today. I do not know what happened, and I cannot prove that I have not gone crazy. I will pass any psychological exam without problems, but there will always be room for doubt, which is fair. But I am forever grateful that it happened. I believe that we will ever reveal this mystery and that humanity has an incredible future. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Wow, what a beautiful message for Thanksgiving. No, more seriously, thank you for this testimony, for this telling all this experience, this amazing experience. That's very interesting. So far, the transcript of tweets by Deep Prasad. It should be noted that what the scientist says coincides with statements by many abductees who say that their kidnappers had, for example, the ability to cross the walls, among other feats that defy physics as we know it. According to an FBI document, some UFOs do not come from another planet as we usually refer to, but rather from an ethereal planet that interpenetrates with ours and we cannot perceive. That would confirm the theory of the multidimensional universe we are living in. According to the drawing made by the witness, in addition, the ethereal beings who visited him had an appearance reminiscent of the classic Grey. Similarly, in several cases of ufology, witnesses have described seeing symbols similar to hieroglyphs or ideograms inside or outside the alien ships, or they have experienced a download of data to their minds or had an epiphany where they felt a radical change of their place and that of humanity in the universe. What do you think of this experience by Deep Prasad? I would hold 2 things, 2 concepts of this experience. The first is, in one word, it is what he was saying. What was he saying? Oneness. That word made no sense to me until that day. The word oneness, the concept of oneness. We are one entity with the universe, and the universe knows about our own existence. The universe knows us. Everyone is unique. Every one of us is in this oneness, and when he was in that state of mind and when he was paralyzed, he was conscious of this oneness. He was in this state of enlightenment. And the second concept was that after this experience, he said that he was totally free, and he was better than before. This mental state, this feeling that he became himself finally. He knew him better, and he was not submerged by these feelings, which are hate, fear, anger, depression, anxiety. Because we are back with this feeling, this concept of oneness, when you understand that you are, all the people are one in the universe, everything is linked, and the universe, when you are conscious that the universe is also here for you to help you to grow up. That's a very strong thought, and I think that when you are in this mental state, in this enlightenment state, you must be very well and very free. And I would be curious to know if after experiences like this, people who were abducted or who encountered alien entities or these ethereal entities, are there some people who had this phenomenon of data transfer in their brain? What I mean is that were they more clever, more intelligent after that kind of experience? When they get some data transfer from these entities, did it help them to get more clever, more intelligent, to develop more capabilities, physical and mental capabilities? We have the cases of people who were hit by lightnings during storms and who survived, and after this strange experience were developing some very strange capabilities, like before the experience, before the lightning, you didn't know the music, you didn't know to write the music, to play music, and after the experience in one night, they were as clever, as intelligent as Albert Einstein, or they could play piano like Mozart without any lesson. Just in one experience of few minutes, they received a lot of data transfer, a huge data transfer from the universe, and they were a total part of the universe. They merged at 99.9% with the universe, and they received all the knowledge of the universe in few minutes, and this experience allowed them to develop these amazing capabilities in a so short time. These experiences exist today. We have some real cases, and scientists, researchers still can't explain how does this happen. Maybe some electrical shock unlocks something in our brain, because you must all know that we have in every one of us, our brains, we usually use a small part of our brain capabilities. The human brain is very powerful, and we only use some 20 or 30% of our brain capabilities. We have not made it in developing all the capabilities of the human brain. If we were able to use all the 100% of our brain capabilities, we were all geniuses, and we were able maybe to decrypt the secrets of the universe, the secrets of the light speed, the secrets of interdimensional phenomenon. I don't know, but it allows us to think about all these possibilities. It gives us a lot of ways of thinking, a lot of ways of study. As you can see, this is very huge. This is a subject which is very powerful and very interesting, and it's with a lot of questions. So guys, this is the end of this new amazing video. This was very interesting, discovering this experience from Deep Prasad. I hope you liked it. Maybe you didn't know this experience, the testimony of Deep Prasad, who is a scientist, and it was very courageous. It's a lot of courage from him to make public this testimony, because when you are a researcher, scientist, you have the risk that people laugh at you when you are telling that kind of story, that kind of testimony, because ufologists or people talking about UFOs are generally considered like dreamers or crazy or conspiracy terrorists. I don't know. We are not taken very seriously until people have one day the proofs and the real photos between their hands. So this was a very interesting and powerful testimony with drawings. I believe that it must be true, and it must have helped him a lot in his life. And as he says, he's going to develop this more and more, and I'm sure that he will experience more things like this, and maybe that he will be able to discover more things, more feelings linked to that kind of experience. So thank you for watching this video, and you guys, what are your experiences? What are your feelings about all this? Did you have some experience with entities, alien entities, ethereal entities, like Deep Prasad had in his life? Could you tell us what you experimented? What were your feelings? Do you have some capabilities that you have developed later after that kind of experiences? I would be curious to know, and don't hesitate to share it with us here on Section 51, and especially here in the comments below the video. Live long and prosper, and don't forget to keep watching Section 51. This was DozGeek on Section 51. Subscribe to Section 51 if you didn't do it for the moment. This is not too late. And I have to say you bye bye. See you next time on Section 51.